Recording. Okay. So you go back to the questions. All right. So what is your name? What's your occupation and where are you from?
My name is Samuel Jean-Baptiste. I am a licensed social worker and I am currently residing in Arizona, but I'm originally from Haiti, Haiti.
Awesome. Great. So what was it like before working with Dan and the challenge that you did? What was it like before that? And
Well, before that, I was thinking of my relationship with my wife of 16 years. I wanted to be a better husband. I felt like I was unfocused. And when Danny brought that to my attention, I felt like it was a God sent because I was looking for answers. Like, as a licensed social worker, you meet with people that have issues in their own relationships and people that have their own mental illness that they struggle with. But I felt like that was my mental issues. Trying to be a good Christian, trying to be a good wife, a good husband to my wife, a good father for my kids. But I felt like the relationship between me and my wife had challenge in it. That's where I was coming from. So to me, it was, you know, it was a hard time for me because I wanted to find a better solution in how I was going into that relationship.
perfect. So what was it like for you working with Dan or and while you were doing the challenge?
Uh, Repeat that again.
So what was it like during the process of working with Dan and doing the challenge during the
Oh,
time, 21 days?
it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to work with Dan because it felt like I had to be naked in my own self, facing the reality of my own pride that was in the way. What I mean by that is I was looking myself in the mirror. It wasn't my wife who was the issue. It was me who was the issue. So to me, it wasn't easy to work with Dan because Dan was challenging me to face my reality. I come across and find out that it was my pride. My wife is the one who's supposed to submit to me, right? I don't know where that come from. Maybe because of my Haitian ways. Maybe it's the way I grew up, you know, as a 46-year-old man, 16 years into marriage. I feel like, I'm the head of the family. My wife is supposed to be submissive to me. So I think that was the most challenging thing for me to come around and say, you know what? I have to see where my wife is coming from. She's not just someone to be submissive to me, but a partner. That's one of the things that Danny did. And plus, as a Christian, Danny touched on a lot of proverbs, a lot of scriptures that actually help you see how the wife is a helper and not someone to be submissive, if you will.
Perfect. So what was it like after the challenge and after working with Dan?
I thought I hit the milestone. I thought I was like, oh yeah, I got it. 21 days. But after it was even worse because I had to practice what I was learning um, with my wife now. She didn't do it with me. So everything that I went through for the 21 days, now I have to be patient in loving her. And loving her wasn't about sex, wasn't about anything. It was about intimacy. And I felt like the intimacy was missing. And I think I didn't know how to be intimate, just thinking that it was just about sex. But then I learned it wasn't about that. It was about more understanding her. She's a registered nurse. She come home, she's tired. And it wasn't about it. It was more about learning, where she is at, meet her there, and carry her through without having anything physical, but just washing her feet, um, run the shower for her, ask her about her days. It was not. It started to be not about me anymore, even though it was very hard for me to do. You would think I knew better, but oof, that was hard.
Okay, so I'm gonna add in one little question in there, like kind of in general. So if somebody asks you, what did you get out of this program? What would you say?
Wow, what I get about the Spirit program is pride. You got to kill your pride. If you lose your pride, you lose nothing. Um, just be patient. Um, I learned to be less prideful, or not to let your pride get in the way at all, and just love your wife. And for me personally, I learned to be intimate in a non-sexual way than previously, because to me, I think that was what was the problem. Oh, I worked so hard, it was about me, it's about my pride. But after this program, 21 day challenge, I really feel I have to listen more, kill my pride, and be more intimate with my wife.
Perfect. So last question. If someone was considering working with Dan or taking one of the challenges, what advice would you give them?
Wow. I would say, if you are where I'm at, where I was, in terms of you think that something is not working in a relationship, don't blame your partner. Um, give it, give 21 day challenge, love your spouse challenge a chance, because you can learn a lot. It's a very little simple thing. You don't have to move mountains in the same day, but it just simple steps to help you understand that your wife and you are a team, and together you will make your marriage work.
Your phone went off. Okay. Say that last sentence again. And together.
Together, you and your wife and your spouse. Oh my
Wait, it
goodness.
went off again. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna edit that part out, but just go ahead, say that last sentence again.
Yeah, I think it's important that anyone that's going through any type of issues, whether big, small, however you rate it, I think it's important that you understand that you and your partner are in a same team. You are in the same team, and you should have same common goals. And if something is not working right, to call a timeout, go on a hurdle, and just talk about the play you want to run together, because you are in it to win, because that's a great institution made by God. And you made that decision consciously to be with your partner. So 21 day challenge will help you carry that through. That's what I believe.
Amen. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to say to finish, or anything else? I know you said a lot, but anything else?
Yeah, I just thank you for the opportunity to tell you how I feel, because I never thought I would be the one going through the things that I went through and looking for an answer. I thought I had all the answers, but you helped me a lot. I think God has blessed you tremendously in helping couples like myself, individuals like myself, to help my marriage, and it did. And it's still a work in progress. Don't get me wrong, but I'm better now.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And we stop the recording.